Hey guys, Jay, welcome to the putting green. Okay guys, I want to show you something that is actually an adjunct to channel lock, that you can use it in your putting. And what it basically is, guys, is hitting the ball from a closed shoulder line with the chin pin back and hitting into out. We're actually pushing the ball to the flag all the time. Now what that does, guys, is it basically guarantees that you'll have a consistent attack path to the ball. Closed shoulder line, pinning the trail arm on the body, and we're just going to have a little hinge to operate. That's all. We're not going to have any arm movement. We're not going to have any of this, because guys, when you've got that in a putting stroke, you have the propensity for the putter to come in, out, here, or the shaft angle to change. But if you've got a fixed fulcrum and a pinned fulcrum, and you're just using that hinge there, that's what we call a constant hinge, and a constant rate of angle attack on the ball. That is constant. That is not constant. Now the good thing about pushing the ball to the hole is that you know that invariably you can work with basically all of the hole. You know, from if you're right-handed, from the left side of the hole to the right side. You've got that 4 1/4 inches that you can work. So you could just start on the left side of the hole and push the ball to the hole and use that 4 1/4 inches of tolerance to get the ball in the hole. That's the good thing about it. Now it looks like this when you set up. Once you've determined what your directional requirements are, your line, you set up, and for example this putt here, I would just set up here, pin the shoulder here, pin the chin, lock the trail arm into position here, and that putter is going to track in to out. So I'm going to be pushing the ball all the time. Now the good thing, guys, is you basically never pull a putt. A bit like channel lock. You'll never pull a full shot with channel lock. And with channel lock putting, you really won't pull the ball either. And what I do, which is a little idiosyncratic for me, or with me, is that I actually hit the ball in the heel of the putter, because that ensures and makes me, you know, mentally and neurologically conditions me to hit in to out. And if I'm hitting it in that portion of the heel all the time, I'm not having a variance of hitting it off the centre of the putter out to the toe in, because I'm hitting it in the same place all the time. Now you need a putter that has a bit of substantiality about it, which this putter does, but you could do it with a ping putter. I've done it. I mean, I used to putt with a ping answer, the old ping answer, and I could hit it in the heel all the time. Even when I putted conventionally, I always just hit the ball in the heel, because I knew it would always basically stop the ball going to the left for a right-hander. So this is the setup, guys. If that's our hole right there, we're just going to set up to the side of it, here. And of course the ball is off the back foot again. Why is it off the back foot? Because for me, it's under my dominant eye, because I'm a right-handed, right-eye dominant person, so it's under my right eye. And my feeler hand is my right hand. So I want to have the ball, have my hand just above the ball, so I can really feel it, feel what I want to do with it. And I can do that, you know, pretty effectively all the time, guys. That's all I want to do in this putting stroke. Is it risky? You bet. but it's a consistent wristing. So we set up here. Now the absolute prerequisite, guys, is you've got to pin that nose. You've got to pin that nose, keep it back down, you hit it. And you won't believe that the whole idea of this putting procedure is that it takes out all that lateral movement, and you don't realise, even with good putters, how much lateral movement they've got. Now if they are positioned like that, and the ball's here, there's a propensity for this mass to move. But if it's all located over the trail foot, and it's vertically stabilised, which is what I'm suggesting here, it's vertically stabilised, you've got a really good chance of staying in that vertical stabilised position. So we're here, we position the ball off the trail foot. We lock the shoulders down, we pin the trail elbow, we pin the lead arm onto the ribs as well, so that there's no disconnection of the arms away from the body at all. Because we don't want to use the arms, we're just using basically the trail wrist. The lead wrist moves because it's connected, but we basically just want to do that. So we don't need the arms to move, and we don't need any rotation, we don't need anything. Don't need any ancillary body addition to the putting stroke other than that. And the whole idea is to stabilise this and the efficiency of that. The more stabilisation we can put into that, the more efficient it'll be and the more consistent it will be. So it'll look like this front on, guys. Set up here. Pin that arm in there. Pin the lead, pin the chin back, and it's a little pop stroke. It's not a long stroke, it's a little pop stroke. It's not that type of stroke. It's just a pop stroke, it's a bang. If you had a tack in the back of the ball, you're just knocking the tack into the ball. That's the mental image that you want. It just looks like this. Now watch how the chin is pinned. And that's where it's got to be, guys. If you had a pointer on your nose and it was a long one, it's got to be able to stick in the ground back here. That's the reality of it. You have to have that nose pinned back. And you just push it into out, guys. Pin the arm, pin the lead arm, pin the nose, and we hit into out. Hitting into out, I mean, who'd ever think of that in putting? But guys, it's consistent, and it's great for your brain. It really is, because you think, wow, I can't pull a putt here. Okay guys, I'll just pause here and I'll come back. A few people over here, and I don't know whether they're going to come on the green. They're standing there, so they might be waiting for me to finish. But if they don't want to come on, I'll come back and I'll hit some putts and I'll show you how we push the ball to the hole.